These are dual pole power connectors. You can use them with welders or any large DC load. I'm using them with my snowplow here. I've changed the cables on the plow just once over many years, but the second time, I guess the cables aren't made quite the same as they used to be. And so I've struggled to have it last, I guess, with those connectors. So I'm going to switch. I'm making an adapter. I'm going to use this cable, put the power connector on the end of here, and I'm changing this truck to have that connector on it permanently. I will use the adapter here. My other truck has a brand new installation and has the brand new factory connector. So I'll be able to just pull the adapter off and use it with that. If the adapter starts to act up, if I can't get this connection working, I'll just be cutting it off there. But the way I have it mounted underneath on the trucks, it's nice that it can plug right in. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. So I'm going to show you how you install these. It's actually very easy. These are large connectors, number 2 and 1/0. The fittings snap in there really well, hold them great, and it should, from what I've read too, it should and will make great connection for a very positive electrical connection. So I'm going to set this other one up to install, and we'll show you how it's done. Connectors I'm using are number 2 AWG wire size, and they are, bigger than the cable I'm using. So I'm going to solder them in and literally fill the connector with solder. I'm going to use a little bit of soldering paste for plumbing to make sure everything cleans up and solders well. And we'll stand it up here with a vice grip or C-clamp, and we'll quickly solder that. So I have the connector ready to go. I've put some soldering paste on there, and now we're going to fire up the torch and heat it up and feed some solder in there. So we'll get this going. And just kind of like doing plumbing here, I'm going to heat up the barrel of the connector and feed the solder in and wait until it's hot enough to melt. Now it's starting to melt. Just going to center the connector and let it cool for a second. So we've got one done. We'll do the other one. So we've got the other connector in there. Fire this up and we'll heat it up. I'm using plumbing solder because it's much larger. The electrical solder I usually have is small for electronics, and it would take forever to fill this. So the plumbing solder with the soldering paste works quite well. There we go. I'm filling it up close to the top, not quite. The copper wicks some more in as it's cooling, but certainly a great connection in there. So now we'll slide them into the connector when they cool. I'm going to wrap these up with black tape just so there's a good seal on the connector where the solder joint is. That should do it. So we'll do the 2 of these. There we go. So we've got the 2 of those done. Now, there's two sides to these terminals. The connection side are the large bumps. You can see a considerable bump on it. The locking side is just a very straight edge with a tab there. That straight edge is what snaps into the connector. So the connectors, to make sure you're putting the polarity correct, they're marked plus and minus. And when you're sliding them in, this is, you can see inside there, I think you can see that metal tang. The metal tang locks here when I push it in. So you just have to orient it that way so that when you push it in, the metal tang is going to come through and snap. So in this case, the tang is going to go in like this, push that metal spring down and snap in. You have to kind of aim it down in when you put it in. So again, I'll make sure I've got plus to plus here and minus to minus. And I'm just going to slide this in and get it under there. There it goes. Now you're going to hear it click. There we go. It's in now. And you can see it down in there. You can see the metal of the connector. So push the positive in here. And there we go. So now we have the harness done like that. And they're pretty good. They make a darn good connection when you put them together. So we're going to snap them in here together, and there we go. So that's as quick as it is and as easy as it is. It looks like these connectors come apart. These bolt and holes in them are just to mount the connectors. When you first buy the package, it almost looks like they're supposed to come apart because you see the holes in the nut mount, but it doesn't. Anyway, so I'm going to give this a shot now. So the connector's on, connected to the plow, plow's plugged in, but the plow isn't mounted. All I want to hear is the hydraulic pump go, so we'll just give it a shot here. You can hear the hydraulic pump, so connection is good. Anyway, simple as that to use these connectors, and they work good. Anyway, hope that helps. Please like the video and subscribe if you find this useful.